New breed, global truth. What's good, everybody? It's your brother New Breed coming through with another live stream. And it seems that they got Big U on the docket. That's right, former Nipsey Hussle manager Big U, real name Eugene Henley, is now in federal custody. And this one is quite scandalous because there's some big names wrapped up in this whole fiasco. You got Shaq. I seen Draymond Green's name up there. I seen quite a few celebrity names wrapped in with Big U. And this is one of those cases where someone comes in the auspice of having a nonprofit organization where it's supposed to be helping the youth, which, in my opinion, is innocent till proven guilty. And a lot of the times they like to come after our people once we're successful. But more often than not, the truth of the matter is these so-called philanthropists, youth leaders really be in them streets. And we already know that there's a lot of rolling 60s connected with Big U, a lot of gang affiliation, a lot of gang ties when it comes to certain rappers that he associates with. And what we're hearing is that some rapper died in Vegas a couple years back, and Big U apparently has something to do with it. I guess the rapper dissed him on a song, and Las Vegas police is already saying pretty much, yeah, that's what happened. But the news is saying that they got Big U in custody. I'm really not surprised. Who knows? Could he have had something to do with the Nipsey Hussle death? Highly likely, highly likely. But nonetheless, let's get into it.
This just in, the FBI says that South LA crime boss Eugene Big U Henley is now in custody. Authorities say he ran a mafia-like organization while masquerading as a music mogul and gang peacemaker. Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez spoke to a rapper who worked with him. She joins us live with a story you'll see only on Fox 11. And this story breaking as we speak, Christina.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am hearing that Big U and the other person they were looking for, Brian Mejia, both turned themselves in. This is developing as we speak. And as we speak, people are coming up and saying, on the one hand, that he did a lot for the community. And then there are those like this woman who say things are not what they seem. Listen to her.
No, I'm not surprised because I've been fighting this fight for a long time.
Rapper Alicia Choi speaks about federal authorities accusing LA rap music executive and community activist Eugene Big U Henley of leveraging his connections with the Rolling 60s Crips to run a criminal enterprise, even funneling funds from his community nonprofits into his criminal operations.
Hey, and see, this is what he's really being accused of, using his nonprofit organizations to pretty much, funnel drug money or whatever he's doing in the gang or whatever the case is. And a lot of the times when there's money and finances that they just can't quite get a hold of, they'll come for you. Now, I don't know if Big U is guilty or not. I'm gonna go be very biased about this because I do realize when you're doing certain business and you're respected in certain areas and you're considered a leader within your people, if you haven't taken the oaths, they will come after you. They will definitely come after you. So I cannot say that Big U is guilty. All I'm saying is what this woman is about to say is absolutely shocking. Some of the accusations that she's going to put towards Big U. And I have seen his connection with the Rolling 60s. Now, allow me to be an advocate here. I don't like to say the devil's advocate. So let me say, allow me to be the Most High's advocate when I say this. They got Democrats, Republicans. They got all of these different um, political parties and organizations and government. And I'm not in the least bit trying to compare Crips to the same thing. But what I will say is when our people are doing something and there's two different sides to the spectrum, it seems that the powers that be want to know everything. You know, I know it's gang banging. I know it's not truth. It's not righteous, right? But anytime our people have their own group, organization of any sort, and there's money being made, you know, the powers that be want to know when our whole government is built on blood money. Our whole entire government is built on blood money, all of it. And a lot of the presidents that are elected, they get elected by what? Blood money. They get elected by, you know, the lobbyists funding these political campaign leaders. So, you know, it's just I found a lot of irony in that, you know, and I'm not in no means excusing gang banging because at the end of the day, it's all evil, right? All of it. We supposed to be following the Most High. That's where I stand on that. But was he really out here murking people? Was he really out here shaking down the community? Was he using his nonprofit to somehow spearhead some gang activity? I don't know. But let's hear what has to be said.
You cannot do evil when the cameras are off and smile and help kids when the cameras are on.
Choice, who you may have seen in rap videos like this one, says she was a budding artist when she first met him.
I was just a young kid wanting to rap and wanting to live out my dream and working hard. And, you know, he really took advantage of me. I wanted to help bring donations into his nonprofit development options. And with that being said, he just wanted to take over. He wanted to bully me. He wanted to control me. And when I wouldn't allow that, that's when he started jumping on me and beating me, extorting me.
Now, these are some wild allegations. Now, mind you, in the federal investigation that's on Big U, none of these things are in discovery. None of these things are being brought out. So I don't know, you know, if they're going to investigate further. You know, when these things were happening, when he was jumping on her, beating her, and doing all of these horrendous actions, allegedly, where was the police reports? Where were the ambulance reports? And these are the type of things I got to ask because those are some real crazy accusations here. And, you know, where's the paper trail to show that any of this was going on, you know, before the news just threw her on TV, on national TV? Where's the proof that Big U did? And that Big U is a big guy. He's a big guy. Only connection that we have is that she was a former artist. You know, where is, you know, where's the police reports? I mean, why didn't she call the police? A big man like that jumps on her, beats her, extorts her. You know, why is this just coming out now? You know, let's see. Somebody says he's being judged for Nip amongst other things. Hey, he could be. He could be. But I'm waiting for legitimate facts to come out on the table. You know, more often than not, people jump to conclusions and they don't really have any decorum or integrity with their journalist work. I'm just keeping it a buck. A lot of people would just jump out the window and, you know, say that he's guilty when we don't have proof yet. But let's go.
Threatening people not to work with me. And I was scared for a long time to speak up. I was actually terrified.
And I want to emphasize, these are very serious accusations she is making. And, you know, she says it is her fear, which makes it very difficult to follow up on these things. But she says her fear kept her from going to police. She did not file police reports, but that she did try getting a restraining order at one point. Now, what the feds, and we'll go to his photo again because it's hard to see him as a person that the feds are saying what he did when we are used to seeing him in such a different light. What they're charging him with has nothing to do with what she is accusing him of. The charges do not include anything of what she's saying, but they do say that part of the investigation involves the murder of another young rapper back in Las Vegas. Back in 2021, I talked to police in Vegas, and they told me over the phone that the murder was over. Are you ready for this? A diss that he had written something in a song supposedly talking bad about Big U.
Now, apparently Las Vegas police is saying that a rapper was murdered just for dissing Big U. Now we know that Big U had a whole lot of power. He had a lot of pull, and you know, there's some video footage that I'm going to try to pull up for y'all as well. Not even try. A brother said pull up. There's a video clip of Big U laughing after somebody said justice for Nip. And my thing is, you know, somebody was arrested behind Nipsey Hussle's, you know what I'm saying, departure. So I'm not sure if Big U knew more than he puts on. You know, that laugh could have came because, you know, at the end of the day, maybe he already did street justice. Maybe he knew what happened. Maybe he, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times I will tell you, it is your own gang, bro. That's right. It's your own people that take you out when you reach superstardom and you reach a certain level that Nipsey Hussle was at. It'd be your own people. But anyway, let's continue.
And that is why he ended up getting murdered. That's what the police were telling me. So it's just still developing. There's going to be a lot more to this whole thing. But we can tell you he has turned himself in. And I'm sure a lot of people are waiting to hear what he has to say about this, including us. I'm Christina Gonzalez, live Hayden Park. Back to you guys in the studio.
And Christina, there's a connection to Shaquille O'Neal as well.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, right.
You know, I have not had time to look into that, and I am so wary of the, you know, because what's happening is a lot of people were seen with him, were putting money into this nonprofit, and now the feds are saying that he took a lot of this money and it did not end up going to help kids. Again, keep in mind, that doesn't mean that kids were not being helped in some capacity by the organizations. The question is where the money went. It's not just Shaq, it's other rappers, other big names that I want to have time to really look into these allegations.
So there's a lot of names tied up in this Big U situation. And I'm hearing that he's being put on a docket for human trafficking. There's some serious allegations going on now. There is some evidence against Big U. We got to be fair. We got to be fair here, right? You know what I'm saying? Because Big U has said some things and done some things that may come back to hurt him in the long run. And we're going to go there, right? Because, you know, we like to try to be fair with our assessments. And, you know, he actually did an Instagram live right before turning himself into the feds. But we're going to go there because there's videos of Big U calling his crew the body snatchers. There's a lot going on out here. But let's see. Let's get to it. Big U reveals truth on his final Instagram live. Let's see. We're going to pull that up. Somebody says Shaq bragged about being a Mason on live TV. He definitely boule. Yeah, you're not going to see Shaq get hit with nothing. Shaq is protected. You can bet that. And if hey, listen, if my connection is good out here, let me know, everybody. If everything is streaming seamlessly, put a 1 in the chat. If y'all can hear, see, and everything is working and ain't finicky and everything like that, let a brother know something, because I'll be doing a couple streams out here. All right, cool. We good. All right, cool. Thank y'all.
I'm with my family.
I don't know, man. And man, he's with his family. Might be a family man. But let's see what he got to say on this live before turning himself in.
Talk to my sons. I talk to everybody, man. I'm just saying, going to deal with this fight, see what it is. I just want y'all to know, all this stuff is quagmire. Shit's all bullcrap. I just need y'all prayers. I need y'all to, I don't even know what to say. Now, 21 years, I elevated my family, come back, sit in here and write and do what I need to do until I can come back home. People are supposed to help me. I hope you help me. If you can't, you don't worry about it.
Now, the only evidence I've seen against him is the things I mentioned so far. He called his crew the body snatchers. That was a while ago. But is that really evidence? You know what I'm saying? The man is a rap manager. You know, a lot of people, let me just put it out here like this. A lot of people like to see our people fail. And they like to see our people incarcerated. They like to see us hurting. And I'm going to just be honest with you. Until there's some substantial evidence that links Big U to, you know, these horrendous crimes, I am going to say he's innocent to proven guilty. Because a lot of the times, man, they like to just come for us when we're successful. And that's just, it is what it is. Somebody said Big U would have the 60s kidnapped. Let me see. Somebody says Big U will have the 60s kidnapped celebrities, and he will come and act like he was helping them, asking for money and protection and to give favors later on. Hey, I don't doubt that there's a certain level of exploitation that goes on when you're a manager in a rap industry. I also don't doubt that people got to check in. And that's just the nature of the game. You know, people checking in, and if they're not connected, if they want to be protected in certain cities, I don't agree with it. I believe it's extortion. I don't agree with that check-in culture or none of that. I speak avidly against it. But I'm still going to need some substantial evidence to point to what they're accusing him of. Now, extortion is one thing. If he had extortion on the docket, and that could be proved by various artists, meaning the artists are coming forward as firsthand witnesses to being snatched up. Example would be when Tekashi 6ix9ine testified to being kidnapped. If there were actual rap artists testifying that, hey, I went to Big U City, I went to Los Angeles, the Rolling 60s snatched me up, they threw me in a van, they put a bag over my head, they brought me to a building, and they told me, look, if I don't pay them X amount of dollars, then I'm not going to make it out this city alive. Unless we have that, you cannot say that he extorted anybody. Now, did Big U use intimidation tactics? You know what I'm saying? Was the APB out there that you're not safe if you come to this city? It's very possible. But was this man really extorting people? I'm just saying, y'all. Anyway, let's continue.
A lot of stuff y'all hearing is straight trash. And I appreciate the love, and I appreciate people who've been helping me. I don't know. It's hard helping black people and not being hunted for doing it.
He said it's hard helping black people and not being hunted for doing it. It's hard helping black people and not being hunted for doing it. Could his nonprofit organization really been going towards youth centers, really towards helping the people, really towards, doing something that will keep inner city youth out of trouble? Because I could tell you this right now, when you get richer and when you're doing something right, they do come for you. They come for you. Let's continue.
First Street, it might be I don't know if it's to the right or the left.
Reach out to anybody who can help me, y'all.
You hear me?
Help my own family. Appreciate y'all. Go. I'm looking at this video as I come in to turn myself in, and I'm disheartened by the fact that they trying to say that I stole something from Developing Option, or I used Developing Option for the front. Developing Option paid my bills. They paid my house note. They paid the bills for my family, the money I made as an employee for Developing Option. I never mixed that with nothing. I didn't manipulate nobody. I didn't steal nothing.
Now let me make this very clear, man. When you start to elevate your financial literacy has to be on point. What the other nations know that we don't tend to know is how to move our finances, how to move our money from a holding C corp to an S corp, how to actually, protect your LLC. These are the type of things we got to know, because if you move your money in the wrong place and something don't look right, the feds is coming. The IRS is coming. Not saying that he didn't know what he was doing, but listen, if they have to inquire, if you don't know the ins and outs, the X's and O's to having money, bro, and how to move it, because the difference between us and them is they just know where to place their money. Something that simple. Yeah, the stuff that they never teach in schools, right? The stuff that we never learn. The other nations just know where to place their money. I'm telling you. Listen, you're supposed to be able to understand how to travel, whereas though you're paying yourself just to travel. Just to hop on the road, go out of town. You're supposed to know how to do all of that. How to make sure your children are in the LLC, how to make sure that they're getting paid as a business when you are supporting them. There's a lot to it. Trust and believe, I'm taking financial literacy classes. So I'm not just on social media. I got a lot going on. I take courses. I'm in, I do some other works behind the scenes, but nonetheless, here's the thing. These are the things that are important. But he's saying that, look, this is BS. You know what I'm saying? He did not use his nonprofit as some type of front. He's telling you what he did, how he used it, and it is what it is. But let's go. Because that was the first question I had. What do they think he did with the money? Do they think he's selling drugs? Do they think he's spearheading some type of gang activity? Where do they think he's spending his money? Let's go.
We did PPP loans. We did 2 loans. And that's it, just like everybody else did. I didn't use no fraud. I didn't get none of fake names. And one of them we was paying back and one they forgave. You know what I mean? And the other one we attempted for and they didn't give us nothing for it. I filed my taxes and them coming around telling me I was using Developing Option as a cover. Cover for what? None of that's going to be true. None of that's going to be true. The government putting this big ass picture, they going to arrest 21 dudes. Some dudes I don't even talk to. I don't even know nothing about.
Damn. So pretty much they just did a whole sting operation on his clique. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out who he connected with. So he's already abstaining those other guys. Like, look, I don't even know these guys. So they trying to make it like a criminal enterprise, a criminal network. Bro, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy out here. It's crazy out here. If it ain't your own people trying to tear you down, when you trying to build something, you got the feds in them coming after you. I don't know, man. I just not believe in everything I hear, bro. They always coming for our people, bro. It's like you can't do nothing. Let's go.
So how the hell you gonna lump me in with all them? But it's all the big picture though. It's all the big picture. Now I'm gonna be sitting in here. It's gonna be years out of my life. Then you going to get dudes who I don't even talk to. What they gonna say? You ruining people's lives. I heard it's up with 21 people that's been arrested. This shit wrong.
And that's how it is, man. When they get you in the feds, when they get you in federal custody, man, they got something. They got something. And you know, I often question the integrity of the feds these days. I really do. Um, because you have people sitting behind bars for years and come to find out that it's a way lesser charge that they were in there for, but nonetheless they got something. The feds got something on Big U, bro. They got something. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, they got it. They got something. Sticky Finger say he lying. Yeah, somebody said never know. Somebody said Big U a demon collecting. Um, Somebody said believe half of what you hear. Yeah, man. Somebody said he's talking about the money scams, but didn't the police and 600 say that Big U's DNA was found on a body in the ditch in Las Vegas? What about the young football player in Vegas? See, I don't know, because the Las Vegas police told news sources that Big U had something to do with it, and it was case closed. So I don't know. Maybe he got away with some things, and now, hey, it's coming back. I'm not saying the man is innocent, but I am saying that we got to wait. We got to literally see how this thing comes out. Somebody said the feds always on people, especially if you're prospering. Hey, Kay says he could have changed his ways and repented from all how they could. Now they coming for him. Yeah, that somebody said PPP put the eyes to follow him. PPP 2020. Yeah, I told people to stay away from them damn PPP loans. I remember when they came, I said, nope. Some of y'all may remember in 2020, I said them PPP loans gonna get a lot of people in trouble. I remember saying that. Let's go.
What it is. Church, just pray for me. Pray for me, pray for my family. And you look at what we did. You look at what I did. I've been home 21 years. It ain't over though. That's what it's not. Blessings. I'm looking at all these charges on the news. I'm headed back to LA. And then I'm looking at the people they arrested. How you gonna go arrest people that I don't even talk to? That's a built-in liar right there.
Somebody in the chat says I'm prospering and the feds ain't apt to be. Right. Listen. I'm not saying the feds always coming, but we know that Big U has some affiliation with gang activity. We know that because, you know, he's connected with a lot of rolling 60s. But you know, he always, even in the video, he wearing blue. You know, he's like, you know, everybody in LA know what it is. You know, people know what it is, right? But what I am saying is, when you really doing something and you got that type of influence, and if you're really helping the people and you're selfless, they will try to comb out your business, check the ins and outs of how you move, all of that. They're gonna come. They're going to study you. This has been going on forever. I mean, you gotta understand the feds was following Malcolm X, bro. The feds was following Martin Luther King. And I'm damn sure not saying that Big U is a Malcolm X or Martin Luther King. But if he was really doing something, the feds would come. That's all I'm saying. Somebody said New Breed is tweeting. New Breed tweeting. What do you mean I'm tweeting? I'm not on Twitter. What are you talking about? Anyway, let's go.
You know what I mean? So is that how they gonna work the case? Everybody know I don't fuck with Cannon. Everybody know I don't fuck with Brick Baby. So if you want to arrest certain dudes, and put them next to me, them is the dudes you gonna have to call themselves turning against me. Well, ain't no turning against me. I ain't going for that. You might as well go get 600 and whack. These dudes been saying I did shit all year. So what they doing is they go on the internet and these dudes say that I did shit on the internet. Then when you say I did on the internet, they go investigate it. Now you raiding my houses, raiding my shops, raiding all this stuff. And talking about I'm committing crimes and covering up with developing option. What crimes am I committing to cover up with developing option? You know what I'm saying? I ain't committed no crimes and covered nothing up with developing option. Shit crazy. But this how they get you. They get one or two people to say something. Ain't gonna be no real evidence. Ain't gonna be no real nothing. It's gonna be a repeated thug. It's gonna be a bunch of people in jail for a bunch of different crimes that don't have nothing to do with me. They finna lump all of us up and say it's all around the 60s. Watch and see. We just seen it with thug. I'm finna experience the same thing out here. I knew it was coming. Now they on there saying all this stuff to assassinate my character. All right, man, just pray for me. And again, they can do any one of us. It ain't nobody safe with these dudes. If these dudes feel they want you, how they going around talking about somebody's gonna raid my house before my house get raided? How they?
Yeah, that's real talk. Somebody said these gangs all they need to go. Though these gangs all need to go. But I'm also say these gangs is all the feds need. That's all they need. You in a gang. When they can listen, when they can do that, hey, the Ricos are coming. That's why he compared what he's going through to Young Thug. Once they can prove that you're in a gang, hey, listen, they already got what you would call a criminal enterprise. Let's go.
They there with the police, and y'all sitting there following them. Everybody that's a part of them shows and 100 shows and all them shows, and y'all need to. Everybody who following them, promoting them, anything. Y'all wrong. Y'all ain't black. Y'all showing for our people. They can put charges against anybody. So this is gonna probably be my last video. I'm gonna go turn myself in to see what's going on. They talking about I'm a fugitive. So they just raided all my houses. 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. He's actually got video and footage of it. So y'all,
yo, this is wild. Imagine being a rap mogul. Imagine just running a label, doing good. You know, you got multiple houses, and all of a sudden you out and about handling business, and all your houses getting raided, and the news calling you a fugitive. And that's a nightmare. Everything comes to a screeching halt. Everything that you was working for, all of it. This is why, yeah, hey, you got to stay away from that gangbang culture, man. You got to be careful who you building with, who you got in your circle. You could be guilty by association, bro. That's why it's good to make sure the people you rock with and your quest for stability and success, make sure that they solid, man.
I know what y'all dealing with. And I just want to say this to y'all. When they raided my houses and my property, it was asking about whack, loose cannon, 600, and this internet stuff.
Wow.
All of y'all filed. All y'all who be sending shit around the internet, all y'all who be promoting and listening to what these niggas saying, all y'all giving these likes and hidden likes, all y'all support.
And it's true, man. The internet does it, man. When these so-called gangsters and OGs and all of that be on Clubhouse, chopping it up about who did this and who did that and what happened in the streets, better believe the feds is watching. Make no mistake about it, the feds is watching. The feds is on social media. They looking at what's going on, and they actually do complete investigations based on what they see on social media. Make no mistake about that.
Supporting this. All y'all guilty of this fuck shit. If you had something against a black man, you should handle it with a black man in the streets. Wack said 100 times he was gonna take my contracts. He working with the FBI. The FBI went to the city 3 days in a row and told the city they didn't want.
Yo, Big U just said that Wack 100 working with the feds. Hey, that's what Big U saying. This is crazy. Yeah, they do a lot of that for clout and views. A lot of the stuff that people say on the internet is fabricated. The feds then got lazy. The feds then got lazy. I'm pretty sure that the feds used the internet for Diddy too, for a lot of things. The court of public opinion has become law. The court of public opinion have become law these days.
Want nobody to give me no more money. They went to all the different celebrities and told all the different celebrities, don't give me no money, don't help me, don't do nothing for me. They going around scaring and intimidating everybody. But y'all sitting it around getting people in trouble. Like y'all don't understand what the FBI do to black men who try to help their community. I ain't been nothing but a help to our community. But I guess it is what it is. This the price of being black and trying to help somebody, trying to help your community and do what you can. You're just guilty because somebody else don't like you and then go on the internet and do what the fuck they want to and y'all gonna promote it.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. No matter how much Big U has allegedly helped the community, whether it's youth centers, whether it's you know what I'm saying, cookouts, Thanksgiving turkeys, whatever the hell he's done. When you are in a gang, all of that is thrown out the window. You cannot do good being connected to these groups. You cannot do good being connected to the streets that in that magnitude. You just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? People be trying to turn evil into good, bro. That's not gonna happen. If the root of what you were doing stems from the streets, it is not gonna prosper. It's not gonna prosper. And if it does prosper, it has a time limit. Wealth begotten by vanity shall soon diminish. That's what the Bible say. Wealth begotten by vanity shall diminish. Yeah, exactly. You cannot serve two masters, man. You get to that point where you trying to clean your money. And he could have got to the point he trying to do the right thing. And maybe he not involved in any more street activity. But now, boom, here come the judgment. Now you being judged. Hey, it is what it is. That's how it go.
It's crazy. But I'm going to go turn myself in, though. Because I ain't did nothing. This fact is, man, they done went to my house, kicked my houses in, bust my doors down, bust my windows. They calling my son at his football practice, threatening him. You know what I mean? These dudes tagging him. What kind of shit is this? But y'all gonna be rolling with these dudes. And I got this last thing to say. Wack said he was gonna destroy developing option, right? So who gonna replace developing option? Which one of you fuck niggas in the 60s gonna call yourself coming in? Because whoever try to come in, y'all the ones that's working with Wack. Believe that. So remove me to get me out the way for somebody else to come in who gonna cooperate.
Wow. So what he's saying is whoever else has moved in, cooperate with the feds with this development project that he has, then that's who you know is working for the feds, because basically he's trying to say he ain't gonna cooperate. So hey, it is what it is, man. A judgment judgment is here, man. You got to make sure your skeletons are cleaned out your closet. You got to make sure you're doing things the right way. When you get money, you got to learn how to move your money the right way, and you got to make sure you're not affiliated with no nonsense. You know, you got to make sure that you get things the right way. Don't be quick to take don't be quick to take a quick dollar. All money ain't good money. You know what I'm saying? All money ain't good money, and it is what it is. Look, I got more material coming. I'm going live right after this stream. I'm going live again. I want y'all to come in, join the stream. I got some work to do out here, but you know what I'm saying? I definitely want to touch bases with y'all on another topic. So join right back in, y'all. And, you know, hit the like button and share. Make sure everybody can get the notification. Look, y'all have a blessed one. With that being said, shalom and peace.